let's take a moment to talk about error. Error happens every time you measure something. If you measure anything, your measurement is never exact. It's always a little bit off. There's a little bit of error. It's just how measurement works. And how you deal with that error is kind of important. And I'm going to give you an example of how a little bit of error could be dealt with badly, and what you could probably do to sort of maybe not handle it so badly. Let's say I have some kind of a box here, right? And I've got to pack this box into, like, say, a shipping container. I want to send it someplace, put it on an airplane. And I measure the weight of this box, and it is 1 kilogram. But let's say I use a scale that only measures to the nearest kilogram, as well as I can do. And let's say it actually weighs, say, I don't know, 1.2 kilograms. Right, so my measurement's off. We'll see then, so we got actual and measured. Right, so the actual is 1.2 kilograms, and the measured is 1 kilogram. Now let's imagine I'm going to pack, say, like 10,000 of these boxes into the airplane. Let's see. I think that's a reasonable amount of weight to put on an airplane. I don't know. So if I go times 10,000, right, I get, let's see, 12,000 kilograms here. That's the actual weight of the boxes, but I think that they only weigh 10,000 kilograms, and that's a difference of 2,000 kilograms. And that's a lot, right? So I only measured one little box. My measurement was bad. It was a little bit off. And when I multiply that by like 10,000 boxes, many boxes that are all a little bit off, a little bit of off in the measurement, and actually it's 1.2 kilograms. When I measured it as 1 kilogram is actually pretty bad. But a little bit of offness in the measurement, a little bit of error when multiplied by like 10,000 boxes can get pretty big. So what you would want to do in this sort of situation is measure more boxes. So say if I put like 100 boxes on the scale and it still measures to the nearest kilogram, then my measure would be 120 kilograms. Oh, there we go. And the actual, let's say it's actually like 122 kilograms or something like that. Right, then, when I multiply this times 100 instead of by 10,000, because I've measured 100 boxes already, then I get 12000, when in actuality, times 100, 12200, and I'm only off by 200 kilograms, which isn't as big an error. Right? So I guess the point is that, if you, like I said, if you're measuring something and you measure just a little bit and then you're off a little and then you multiply that by some big number, then your error gets bigger and bigger and it can be a serious problem. So the way to avoid that would be to say, don't measure just one, measure like 50 or 100 of them, or whatever you feel comfortable with, or use a scale that's more accurate. Right? And that is error in measurement as it pertains to the problem that you're dealing with.